Richard Alsop, McMaster University, Canada.
Good afternoon. Alzheimer's is threatening an epidemic. The disease takes hold in the elderly and causes progressive declines in memory, cognitive function, and then eventually causes death. Currently, about 0.4% of people in the world are estimated to have Alzheimer's disease, although in the next decades, this rate could triple. The monetary costs are astounding as well. We currently spend over $100 billion per year treating this disease, and that number will also only grow. And we have another problem. We actually have no good way to treat this disease. In the brain of Alzheimer's patients, there are these clumps of proteins called plaques, and by causing stress and cell death in the brain, these mainly cause the problem. Medications prescribed currently treat the symptoms, not these plaques, and despite great advances by researchers studying the brain and its systems, the exact reason why these proteins clump is not known, making it impossible to stop them from clumping. My name is Rick. I'm a PhD candidate with Dr. Reinstatter in McMaster University in Canada. I'd like to tell you about our new approach to tackling Alzheimer's. In our lab, we have built, from the bottom up, synthetic tissues which contain all the ingredients necessary to generate plaques. These tissues are simple. They contain only the accused protein and select molecular components all assembled on a silicon chip or silicon wafer. Building these tissues is both fast and safe. While the tissue looks patchy to the eye, under the microscope it looks exactly like the tissue extracted from Alzheimer's patients. It has the characteristic micron-sized plaques. You can call this Alzheimer's on a chip. We can study the tissue with a resolution of 1/10 of a nanometer and use our bottom-up approach combined with detailed molecular models to determine the precise conditions needed for plaques. And, this is the cool part, we can actually try and treat this disease. Think about it, we have the disease cornered on the chip in our lab. Let's test some medications. It's a relatively simple exercise for us to introduce our drug of choice into the tissue and ask whether the drug eliminates the plaques. You can call this Alzheimer's treatment on a chip. We intend to develop this synthetic treatment protocol into a high-throughput platform for testing and developing Alzheimer's medications. Because by curing Alzheimer's in these simple synthetic tissues on a silicon chip, we believe we can help learn about the disease itself. Thank you.